So continuing off where I left off, I will go ahead and display how we can put emphasis on certain points within our spark lines, and then I'll also display how we can regulate the axis per employee. Okay? So as I mentioned previously, we go to insert, line, and highlight our data, press OK. So in order to have certain points emphasized throughout our employees, just like that, we can have the high point emphasized, the low point emphasized, the last point, or the first point. If we select markers, we can have all the points emphasized. If we ever have any negative values, we can also have the negative points emphasized. This is a good way to, if you have any sort of data displayed as the one we have right now, and you're trying to visualize and represent data being given to you in a clearer way, spark lines are a good way to display data without necessarily using numbers, because numbers can maybe be confusing to some people. So this is very good for that. There's also a way to color code the spark lines. As you can see here, you can select black, you can select blue, and you can also select many other colors. And you can also select the colors for the marker. So the high point is now blue. For the axis feature on Sparkline, we are able to scale the axis down depending on what employee we are talking about or we are dealing with at a certain time. Because as it is right now, it looks as though the graphs are on the same scale. What we can do for the vertical option, it's automatic for each spark line. Same for each spark line. You can make it a custom value. So same for each spark line. So that's the minimum value. The minimum value is the same for each spark line. The max value is the same for each spark line. So this is if we want to differentiate between the scaling between each employee. If we don't want to, we could always, or if we do want to, we can use automatic for each spark line for the high and low points, or we can use same for each spark line. Thank you for listening to my presentation on spark lines. For closing remarks, Sparkline is a great way to be efficient and present data to large groups of people, and it's an easy way to display that data in a way that's concise for everyone to see. Thank you again for listening to our presentation, and goodbye.